When you hear Kajang, you probably think satay, right? Delicious, smoky, peanut sauce-laden satay. Wrong. Today we are talking about a 7-story behemoth of bad decisions, a dilapidated monument to a part of Kajang that absolutely failed to launch. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Ryan Gower, and today we are at Winnie Plaza in Taman Sungai Chua, Kajang to check out if it is dead or alive. Spoiler alert, the story here is far darker, far more controversial, and frankly, a much deeper dive into the reality of the Malaysian retail graveyard. Let's check it out. Look at this place. For those of you who know Kajang, you know this area is dense as a full Thai's handbag. We are talking Taman Sri Kota, Taman Cendana, the whole Sungai Chua neighborhood buzzing like a hive. Just look at the roads here, it's just packed with cars. But while the outside is a thriving, sweaty reality, the mall itself is telling a different, much sadder story. This is a classic case of a mall that, despite a prime location, failed to launch, failed to survive, and was literally washed out of existence by its neighbors. Winnie Plaza burst onto the scene around the year 2000. It wasn't hailed as a miracle, it was hailed as a traffic nightmare. Unlike Winnie the Pooh, the residents of Taman Sungai Chua actually did not want Winnie Plaza. They complained right from the start about the parking chaos, the traffic gridlock, and the overall negative impact. Imagine the people, the patrons who want to go to the mall, parking haphazardly in front of your house. Why? Because they already had Metro Kajang and Billion hypermarkets. They didn't need another humongous, oversized box of regret plopped right here. This is the key. The mall was seen as indiscriminately built, a square peg rammed into a round hole. But wait, there's more. Another issue mentioned, the stench. The septic tank was apparently built smack in the center of a 52-year-old Taman Sungai Chua, and the culvert drainage system was so poorly designed, it left a foul smell for the local residents. You had a mall built on an ocean of bad wipes and bad drainage. Now, credit where credit is due. It did come alive for a year or two thanks to an anchor tenant, Hugo Hypermarket. In fact, for the Kajang folks, they refer to Winnie Plaza as just plain Hugo because of this hypermarket. But once Hugo pulled out, the life support was cut. The place eventually closed down for a period in 2004. Then, the residents had a new nightmare, kind of like Malaysian political scene. A massive, dark, vacant building becoming a spot for loitering, a genuine security concern. Some of the residents even complained that the people who were loitering there disturbing their mates. This is a mall that, even when dead, was still causing problems for the good folks of Sungai Chua. So, is Winnie Plaza dead or alive now? This is where the grim reality sets in. Let's dig into the financials. We are seeing shop lots here, all the way up to the 7th floor, appearing on auction lists. And I saw one which listed 11,000 ringgit for a 600 square feet shop lot. That's the price of a decent used cup tie. That tells you the market confidence here is lower than my first YouTube subscriber count. It's a white elephant? No, it's the elephant in the room that nobody talks about anymore after decades of disrepair, decades of lost hope, decades of waiting for something that didn't happen. Now, let's go inside and check it out. Back when Winnie Plaza first closed in 2004, there were rumors that the management was going to refurbish the place and turn it into something. Or the residents were hoping that with this ill-fated mall closing, perhaps the government would step in and convert it into something that is more useful. But alas, after 21 years of waiting, the building is still there. They lost hope? Heck, still there. Oh, what is this? The ground floor is now populated by eateries outside, looking more like mamak stores, and the remaining tenants inside are mainly selling old or second-hand furniture. If you didn't know its history, you would think this was some kind of loser version of Court's Mammoth. Furniture is literally spilling out onto the entrance. Stepping inside, it doesn't feel welcoming. It feels like you owe someone money. Dark, dim, and dingy. They've taken over almost the entire ground floor, and the retail levels above? Access sealed off, left in this state for more than 2 decades. Any one of you Kajang folks remember how or what the upstairs was like? A bowling alley? shop? Do leave your comments down below. We still got the Chinese red lanterns hanging on the ceiling as if for signs of prosperity, but the only sign I'm seeing is nobody is frequenting this mall at all. Well, except for this snooker center. Looks like someone is still buzzing. And seriously, coming to this place actually crept me out because there was a guy who kept following us around while we were filming this, even peeking at me while I was filming the back exterior of the mall, which honestly creeps me out because he is not security guard. Back to the mall. Aside from one legend Ayam Penyet restaurant or eatery, there's nothing else spectacular or worth mentioning. It looks so haphazardly built. Beside it is a big longkang, and then surrounding it is low-cost flats, houses, and of course, the shop houses that are beside it. I could only imagine how depressing and helpless the original residents must have felt, trapped by this architectural mistake. Well, Winnie Plaza is definitely not a thriving community hub. It's not a strategic transit center. Winnie Plaza is a classic case study of a mall that was ill-conceived for its location, smelled bad, like me after basketball, failed to capture a market, suffered local backlash, and is now structurally and financially bleeding out, evidenced by those tragic auction units. Is it physically dead? No, the structure stands, but financial and culturally, Winnie Plaza is absolutely, definitively in the retail graveyard. It's a haunted structure, a constant ugly reminder of development gone so wrong in the heart of Sungai Chua residents. And that, my friends, is the real, unvarnished and slightly smelly story of Winnie Plaza, Kajang. It's a real tragedy of retail. So guys, have you ever tried to buy a unit here? Do you remember the chaos when it first opened with Hugo? Tell me your Winnie Plaza stories below. And before you go, like, subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video. Thanks for watching.